Imagine hearing a sound, a loud crack, only to find a solid table split in half before your eyes. It seems impossible, yet it happened in Carl Jung's reality, a world where strange and inexplicable events unfolded around him, filling him with awe and fear. He began to wonder, was reality hiding something deeper, something beyond what we can explain? At times, these experiences were so overwhelming, he questioned his sanity. But instead of turning away, Jung chose to dive into the unknown. He embarked on a quest to uncover what these mysterious events meant, setting the stage for his lifelong exploration of the mind. Synchronicity, a concept that can feel both mysterious and strangely familiar. Have you ever experienced a moment when you were thinking of someone, and out of the blue, they called or texted you? Coincidence? Maybe. But Carl Jung thought otherwise. A table splitting in half with a loud crack, vivid dreams that seemed to predict the future. He believed that these meaningful coincidences, what he called synchronicities, were more than random events. They were glimpses into an underlying connection between the mind and the outer world. But how can unrelated events share meaning? This question drove Jung to dive deeper into the nature of reality itself. Jung's realization that meaning could connect seemingly random events marked a pivotal shift in his journey, a shift that would open the door to a new way of understanding psychology and even the universe. As we move forward, keep this idea of meaningful coincidences in mind. Moments of synchronicity may already be unfolding all around you in ways you haven't yet recognized. What if your most personal thoughts, dreams, and feelings were part of something far larger, shared by every human being who has ever lived? Jung believed this to be true, and it transformed his entire view of the psyche. He discovered that his strange experiences, his vivid dreams and premonitions, weren't just personal. They were connected to something deeper, something shared by all of us. He called this the collective unconscious, a vast reservoir of archetypes, myths, and symbols that influence us in ways we might never realize. Imagine that your personal experiences aren't isolated, but part of a greater web of meaning that connects all of humanity. What if the odd coincidences and dreams in your own life were actually part of this collective story? This idea of the collective unconscious became the foundation for Jung's understanding of synchronicity, helping explain why certain events resonate so deeply with us. They're not just personal, they're universal. The collective unconscious shapes not just our inner world, but our outer experiences as well. What if these unseen forces aren't just psychological? What if science and mysticism weren't opposites at all, but two sides of the same coin? Jung believed they could meet in unexpected ways. Synchronicity, he suggested, isn't just a mystical concept. It's something modern science, particularly quantum physics, can help us glimpse. Jung found surprising parallels between his work and the cutting-edge discoveries in quantum physics. Teaming up with physicist Wolfgang Pauli, Jung noticed that quantum phenomena, like entanglement, seem to mirror the principles of synchronicity. In quantum entanglement, particles remain connected across vast distances, influencing one another instantaneously, without any observable cause. This echoed Jung's belief that our minds and the universe are intertwined in ways that defy logic and suggest a deeper connection beyond time and space. But this connection isn't a new idea. Ancient cultures have been contemplating the interconnectedness of life for thousands of years. Eastern philosophy. Jung realized that the key to unlocking the mysteries of the mind does not just lie in Western thought, but in the ancient wisdom of the East. This realization was transformative for Jung, as he discovered profound parallels between his concept of synchronicity and the teachings of the East. In Taoism, there's an understanding of the interconnectedness of all things, the delicate balance between opposites, yin and yang, light and dark. This cosmic harmony mirrored Jung's view of synchronicity, where inner and outer realities collide and influence each other in deeply meaningful ways. A striking example is the I Ching, an ancient Chinese system of divination Jung explored. The I Ching is based on the idea that every event in the universe is connected, and the flow of these events can reveal a meaningful pattern. To Jung, This echoed the essence of synchronicity, the idea that these seemingly random coincidences are not random at all, but part of the Tao, the underlying unity of all existence. Through these connections between Eastern philosophy and his own psychology, Jung found truths that transcended the rational confines of Western thought. These ancient ideas opened up new dimensions of understanding the human experience, showing that synchronicity is not just a psychological principle, but a guiding force in our lives. This sense of interconnectedness, of a deeper pattern at play in the universe, wasn't just an abstract theory for Jung. It was something he saw reflected in one of the most powerful symbols across cultures. The mandala, a sacred circular symbol that Jung found deeply significant, holds the key to understanding synchronicity. Jung believed that mandalas represent the self, the universe, and the interconnectedness of all things. But they're not just artistic designs, they're also tools for meditation and reflection, helping us to bring order to the chaos of our minds and lives. Think of it like this. Just as the mandala unites all its elements into a harmonious whole, synchronicity connects the different aspects of our lives, linking the conscious and unconscious, the inner and outer worlds. But what if every moment of synchronicity is like catching a glimpse of our own life's mandala, an intricate pattern that brings meaning to what might otherwise seem random or chaotic? Synchronicity isn't just an abstract concept meant for scholars or philosophers. It's something that can directly impact our daily lives, our decisions, relationships, and personal growth. Think back to a time when you were stuck on a problem, and suddenly, a conversation with a friend gave you the exact solution you needed. Or maybe you were thinking of someone, only for them to unexpectedly reach out to you moments later. These aren't just coincidences. They could be synchronistic moments hinting that there's more at work beneath the surface. How do we recognize synchronicity when it happens? In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to overlook these moments as random. However, Jung believed that if we pay closer attention, we'll see that these coincidences often carry deeper meaning. It starts with tuning into the small, seemingly insignificant details that feel oddly relevant or timed just right. It could be something as simple as encountering a stranger who shares your exact thoughts, or stumbling across a book that contains the very answer you've been searching for. These moments can seem like whispers from the universe, urging you to pay attention. Imagine you're feeling lost or unsure about what's next. Then out of nowhere, you meet someone who has just gone through a similar experience, and in sharing their story, they offer a perspective that shifts your entire mindset. That connection, so precise, so timely, feels like it was meant to happen. This is synchronicity in action, helping you course correct, providing you with exactly what you need when you need it most. The key is to remain open, to allow these moments of insight to shape your decisions. Could these moments be pointing you toward something greater? Could they be nudging you toward decisions and paths that are aligned with your deeper purpose? Jung believed that synchronicity often serves as a guide, leading us toward our most authentic selves. When we start paying attention to these moments, we begin to see how they shape our lives in ways that go beyond the everyday. Whether it's choosing a career path, meeting a life partner, or taking a leap of faith, synchronicity can feel like a subtle push in the right direction, even when we don't fully understand why at first. Take this example. You're at a crossroads in your career, unsure whether to stay in your current job or pursue something more fulfilling. You can't seem to make up your mind. And then one day, while browsing online, you come across a video of someone describing their own experience of leaving a similar position to follow their passion. Something about their story resonates deeply with you. It feels as though the universe is speaking directly to you, offering validation for the path you've been too scared to take. That's synchronicity, a moment that doesn't just feel right, but is right, aligning you with your deeper purpose. Are these synchronicities only happening to us individually, or do they reveal something greater about the universe? To get an answer to this question, we need to delve into Jung's idea of the Unus Mundus, or one world, which takes the idea of synchronicity to a cosmic level. This ancient concept, finding its roots in alchemy, suggests that beneath the surface of our fragmented experiences lies a single, unified reality. The physical and psychological realms, according to Jung, are not separate. They are two sides of the same coin, connected through an invisible web of meaning. If this unified reality truly exists, then synchronicity might be our window into it. These moments of meaningful coincidence, where our thoughts and the events around us align, are like brief glimpses into the Unus Mundus. They remind us that the boundaries between mind and matter, self and universe, are not as solid as they seem. So how do we live in awareness of this deeper reality? What does it mean to navigate life knowing that everything is interconnected? First, let's talk about the role that synchronicity plays in our personal growth. Because if we're all part of one unified reality, then synchronicity might just be the key to unlocking our true potential. By paying attention to the meaningful coincidences we experience, we begin to align our conscious mind with the unconscious, moving closer to our true self. Synchronicity becomes a guiding force, showing us the path we need to follow for personal growth and self-realization. Every time we encounter a synchronistic event, it's as if the universe is holding up a mirror, reflecting back parts of ourselves that we may not fully understand. These moments invite us to confront the unconscious aspects of our psyche and help us integrate them into our conscious awareness. This journey toward wholeness is not linear, but a series of moments and insights that bring us closer to the center of who we are meant to be. Transformation is at the heart of every synchronistic event. These moments often occur when we are standing at a crossroads, unsure of which path to take. Jung believed that synchronicity acts as a guide, nudging us toward growth and helping us break free from old patterns. Whether it's a relationship, career, or personal belief, synchronistic events can push us to evolve in ways we hadn't expected. They invite us to step outside our comfort zones and confront the unknown. Often, they challenge our preconceived notions and force us to face fears that have held us back. Jung saw this as the psyche's way of guiding us toward individuation, the process of becoming whole. Each synchronistic event reflects an inner shift, offering us an opportunity to recognize the unconscious forces at play in our lives. It's as if the universe is presenting us with an opening, urging us to seize it and move in a direction that aligns with our true self. In this way, synchronicity becomes a transformative force, helping us shed outdated patterns and beliefs that no longer serve our growth. Imagine this. You're feeling stuck in your career, unsure whether to continue in a job that no longer excites you or take a leap into something new and uncertain. You've been wrestling with this decision for weeks, maybe even months, when one day you unexpectedly run into an old friend who just made a bold career change themselves. As they tell their story, it feels as though their experience is mirroring your own inner turmoil, offering insights and inspiration that speak directly to your situation. It's as if the universe has placed this person in your path at the exact moment you needed guidance. This is the power of synchronicity in action. The encounter might seem coincidental, but it's also deeply meaningful, a reminder that life is interconnected in ways we often can't fully explain. This synchronistic event nudges you to reflect more deeply on your own path, perhaps even giving you the courage to make that difficult decision. It's not just about what happens on the surface, it's about what's shifting within you. The encounter awakens something in your unconscious, pushing you to confront the fears and uncertainties that have held you back from change. Now take this moment and imagine it as a ripple in the larger ocean of your life. That single synchronistic experience might be the spark that sets off a chain reaction, leading to new opportunities, new relationships, and new ways of seeing yourself and the world. This is how synchronicity transforms us. It helps us recognize that we are not separate from the universe, but deeply connected to it, and that when we align ourselves with its flow, we open ourselves to growth, healing, and the unfolding of our true potential. By embracing these moments, we can begin to trust the process of life more deeply, understanding that every synchronicity, big or small, is a reflection of the inner work we are doing and the person we are becoming. Each meaningful coincidence invites us to take a step closer to our true self, to shed what no longer serves us, and to embrace the unknown with a sense of wonder and openness. It's a journey of transformation, one synchronistic moment at a time. Synchronicity doesn't just shape our present, It can also provide a window into the future. Jung believed that these meaningful coincidences could act as signposts, hinting at the path ahead and helping us align with future events in ways we might not yet understand. While we often think of the future as unpredictable and full of uncertainty, synchronicity suggests that there are moments when the future reveals itself, offering clues about what's to come through the seemingly random events of the present. Imagine for a moment that you're contemplating a major life change, perhaps moving to a new city or starting a new project. You're filled with doubts, unsure if it's the right time or place. Then, out of nowhere, you begin to notice small signs that seem to point in the same direction. An article you stumble upon that talks about the benefits of change, a casual conversation with a stranger who has just made a similar move, or a dream that seems to show you in your new surroundings happy and fulfilled. These moments of synchronicity, though subtle, offer a glimpse into the future, nudging you toward a decision that feels aligned with your deeper self. Jung believed that the unconscious mind has access to knowledge beyond the present moment, and synchronicity could be a way for this deeper part of ourselves to communicate with us about the future. These coincidences are not just random events. They are meaningful intersections between our inner world and the unfolding possibilities of the outer world. When we pay attention to these moments, we may begin to see that our future is not as unknown as we once thought. Instead, it is intricately woven into the fabric of our present experiences, waiting to be revealed through synchronicity. One of the most powerful ways synchronicity can influence the future is by guiding us toward decisions that align with our higher purpose. Sometimes we may feel unsure about which path to take, but synchronistic events can offer validation or confirmation, encouraging us to move forward with confidence. For example, imagine you're considering starting a new business venture, but you're filled with doubts. Then, over the course of a few days, you receive unexpected messages, perhaps from a friend who encourages you, an email about a course that aligns with your ideas, or even a song lyric that resonates deeply with your situation. These moments of synchronicity could be the universe's way of telling you that the path you're contemplating is the right one, giving you the courage to take that first step into the unknown. But synchronicity doesn't only show up in big life decisions, it also works in smaller, everyday moments that shape our future in profound ways. It could be the chance meeting of a new friend who later becomes a key figure in your life, or an unexpected conversation that opens the door to new opportunities. These seemingly insignificant events can set the stage for future growth, creating connections and pathways that we only recognize in hindsight. Jung also saw synchronicity as a reminder that the boundaries between the past, present, and future are not as rigid as we think. The unconscious mind, in its wisdom, can connect us with future possibilities through synchronistic moments that unfold in our present. These moments are not just about seeing the future, they are about aligning with it, becoming more aware of the direction in which we are meant to grow, and trusting the process that will take us there. As we embrace synchronicity in the context of future events, we begin to see that our future is not just something that happens to us, but something we co-create with the universe. Each synchronistic moment offers us a glimpse of what's to come, encouraging us to trust the unfolding process and take action in ways that align with our highest potential. Whether it's a career change, a relationship, or a personal transformation, synchronicity helps us connect the dots between our present selves and the future we are stepping into. In this way, synchronicity becomes a guiding force for navigating the uncertainties of the future with greater clarity, purpose, and confidence. It reminds us that we are not separate from the flow of life, but part of a larger, interconnected whole, and that the future, while mysterious, offers endless opportunities for growth, meaning, and transformation. By paying attention to these meaningful coincidences, we can step into the future with a sense of wonder, knowing that the universe is always guiding us toward what's next. As we've learned, synchronicity is more than just an interesting concept. It's a profound tool for understanding the interconnectedness of our inner and outer worlds, guiding us toward personal growth, self-realization, and even glimpses of the future. From Carl Jung's own mystical experiences to his groundbreaking theories, we've seen how meaningful coincidences connect us to the collective unconscious, revealing deeper patterns that shape our lives. These moments remind us that our experiences aren't isolated, but part of a greater web of meaning, connecting us to others and to the universe itself. Whether synchronicity shows up in small everyday moments or at pivotal crossroads, it nudges us toward transformation, helping us shed outdated beliefs and guiding us toward paths that align with our true purpose. And as we've explored, synchronicity is not just about the present. It can act as a signpost for the future, offering glimpses into what's to come and reminding us to trust the unfolding process of life. Ultimately, synchronicity invites us to embrace the unknown with openness and curiosity, allowing us to see the deeper connections at play in our lives. It shows us that we are not alone in navigating our path, that the universe is always there, offering subtle guidance through meaningful coincidences, urging us to become who we are truly meant to be. As we step forward into the future, let's stay attuned to these moments, knowing that synchronicity will continue to shape our journey in ways both mysterious and transformative.